Today, we're looking at the S500 conference speaker system from Anker. So this is the latest one. They used to have one called, I think, S300. The 500 is better, and I'll show you. So this is the box. It's very well packaged these days. Anker's packaging, of course, is, at, I would say, the Apple level. It comes with a nice thick USB-C to USB-A cable, which I'm using to connect to my Mac. So right now I'm speaking into the unit, and I just realized the audio is probably going to be funny because I'm moving it around, but I'm going to stick to that. So showing the front, there are 4 buttons here. They are power. So long press will turn it on or off. When it's on, a quick press will show battery level. So this unit is actually battery powered as well. I have it plugged in, so it's on full power right now. But if you are using a Bluetooth connection, you can use this wirelessly. And then this is the Bluetooth button there. Again, you can press it to initiate a connection. The link button, it's prominent, and I almost wish they'd remove that. This is used if you have multiple S500, and you can actually link them together in a large conference room. But I would think most users would not be linking. So why devote a front button to it? It's kind of strange. And then there is a play pause button that if you're playing music, you can use that to play pause. On top of the unit, there are touch sensitive buttons. Volume up and down, pretty obvious. Call, answer, again, if you are using it with the phone, and then the mute button. So I'm going to press the mute button. Obviously, you couldn't hear what I was saying before, but when I had this on, you saw the light bar here turn red. So it's a very clear way to let me know that I muted myself. I'm going to put this back down so that you get a better sense of its audio. So right now, this recording, the unit is 2 feet away from me on my desk. So this is what it sounds like. Back to the mute. So for muting, it seems to be muting the units on its own. So when I'm using Zoom, when I hit the mute button, it is not reflected on the Zoom software. With Teams, I think it works differently, and actually it kind of understands each other, but I need to verify that. But I actually like a separate mute button. So when I hit it, I know that it is muted on the device, and I can quickly unmute it by just tapping the touch display. The sound quality, as you can tell, it's not bad. I had to say my other mic is what I normally use, a Yeti condenser mic set to a cardioid band, set to a cardioid pickup band. The Yeti does sound better, and at least with informal polling of people that I'm meeting with, they say, oh, I can tell that you sound different. The Yeti definitely has more bass and basically just a better sound spectrum coverage. So, but the Anker sounds perfectly fine, as you can tell right now. I'm going to do a test of pickup. So I'm going to just stand up. So actually, I'm going to point this down to both mics. No, not both mics, but close enough. So you see when I talk, the bar lights up. Again, that's a great feature, right? So I know that it is picking up the sound. I'm just going to move away. So now I am maybe 4 feet away. I have line of sight to the mic, and I'm just going to keep walking around. At the other end of my office, my large screen monitor is actually in the way. So I have no line of sight. The monitor is literally blocking myself and the mic, and you can probably hear the difference. Whereas if I'm just facing around, I kind of have line of sight to the mic. The pickup is pretty good. Next, what I want to do. Next, what I'm doing is I'm going to play some environmental noise. So I have a Bluetooth speaker set up at maybe 10 feet away at the other corner of the room, and I'm just going to play some sound. So it's a police siren. Actually, it's way louder than it needs to be. So this would be like if the siren is right outside the house. Let me turn it down a little bit. So this is more like a sound, outside the window. How about a dog barking, right? So that happens a lot. So this will be dog barking outside my room. And what else? Let's see. Maybe construction noise. So hopefully nobody had lived through this, but you know, it is possible that somebody is doing that outside as well. So it'll be interesting to see how well or how not well the speaker picks up that noise. What I'm going to do for comparison, I'm going to switch the input to the recording to my Blue Yeti. So give me 1 second here. So now the input is coming from the Blue Yeti. It's right here. Tapping on it, and you can see that the light bar is not moving. So the unit knows that it is not accepting input to my Mac, which is kind of neat, right? And I think if you compare the two back and forth, you would agree that the Blue Yeti sounds better. And because it's cardioid, it will pick up less environmental noise. So I'm going to do the same thing. Here is jackhammering outside. It's gone right now. And I'm going to switch to dog barking. Rest of the dog is barking. Same volume. Let's go to ambulance driving by. It's just kind of some kind of sign. So some kind of ambulance, police car driving by on the outside. So again, just do a quick switch back and forth. Now this is the Blue Yeti. So recording into the Blue Yeti on Zoom, and I'm going to switch back to the Anker. So now I'm recording on the Anker, recording into Zoom. So do I recommend this? Yes, if you use or if you do Zoom calls, whatever, a lot at home, right? Because A, the mic quality is way better than your laptop input mic, and it's way more comfortable having a pickup sitting on the desk instead of wearing headsets. Especially with a USB connection, it really is a solid connection. And I like the fact that I can use the mute button on the device, and the LED bars very clearly show me that I'm on mute. And the fact that it flashes as I speak, I also know that it is getting my voice into the system. So the user interface is very good. The mic quality, it's quite good. The speaker quality, it's good enough. And now I have this smallest unit sitting on my desk where I can do calls. I don't have to wear headsets. I can pace around sometimes, which is useful as well. It is expensive for just a mic if that's what you need. But I think if you do a lot of calls or you teach, I still think this is a pretty cool gear.